Hey everybody, this is take 2 of Valtopia TV on the new moon, this black moon. I'm Val, your cosmic guide medicine woman. I take you through releasing the past and bringing you into the now so that your now becomes the most amazing, incredible future that's released of all the bullshit from the past. We clear the past, we clear the bullshit, and we enliven and enrichen the good shit. So thank you for coming back on. My alarm went off and I pressed it and it got all weird. So now we have to go through the shenanigans of sharing it again. So let's share it again and let's see what's going on here. Thank you for your Mercury retrograde new moon love. Hi Shelly, hey Allie. We had like 10 people, 13 people on. I hope everybody comes back. Let me share this to all the places again, okay? We can handle it, right? Ain't nothing but a thing. Hey Ames. All right, let me try this again. I'm gonna share into all the places. Feel the vibes, bring it on, call in the people, let them come, let them come. Yes. Share into my free group, Valtopia. If you're not in there, you're missing out. Faux show. Thank you everyone for coming back on. My alarm went off. Sorry about that. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. There's always a reason for all the goodness. Sharing to my page. And sharing to, I had it in the abundance flash mob, the abundance flash mob, and I liked that. How did I do that? It was really cool. Oh, I did groups. That's my little baby, King Boss. King Boss. How do I do this in a group? Oh, here we go. Share in a group. That's interesting. It didn't give me the same thing. Okay. Go back into the abundance flash mob. Hey Samantha, what up, boo boo? And where else did we have it on? And we were doing a watch party. That was what we were doing. Oh, that's what I did. I did the watch party in the flash mob, and that was fun. Oh well, we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. Is there anywhere else I can share that's fun? Why not? I really feel like just connecting with 1 million people today because I got so much to say. I'm going to share it into the Awaken and Abundance, the Abundant, Awakened, Empowered Empath. Hey to my peeps. And we got a flash, what do you call it, a watch party going. Let's try this again. Hello, everybody. Hi, Brandis. Hey, Craig. Hi, Donna, Ames, Joanne, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thanks for coming back on. We had a little interruption there. All right, so perhaps you have been feeling this new moonergy and Mercury planets retrograde and feeling like, yeah, like what a lot of fuckery. Why is all this stuff going on? And what I want you to do is take whatever's coming up and feel it in your body and be like, oh, like right now I can feel you guys. I feel a lot of chest energy, a lot of tight energy in the chest right here. And I can feel a little bit here. Hey, Angela, hi. And so, if you're not on the other side of the new moonergy yet, you might still be, or you might have come up and then you're like getting tested a little bit. Let those tests, let whatever's coming up for you guide you in your journal to what isn't and what won't be. What is and what won't be. So really we've got to bring into focus that no matter what your circumstances are around you, that's not what's going to happen. It's not what's going to happen. You get to decide from here on, from this moment forward, what will be. And I'd like to share a little bit about my story because I forget how powerful my story is and why that's what motivates me to show up every. If I hadn't have had the desire to move beyond my current circumstances a few years ago and believe in the weird, wild stuff that was coming through me, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today. I wouldn't have connected with the thousands of people I have connected with and uplifted and supported and raised people out of their bullshit stories that made them feel sick and miserable and unhappy if I hadn't have let myself believe beyond what is sitting right in front of me right here, right now. So a few years ago, I was a housewife. I had an amazing career as an effects artist in Hollywood. I worked on a bunch of movies. You can see my credits. That alone was a really amazing, hard experience to achieve. And I worked my way all the way up to the top, and then I got married and I had kids, and I even worked while I had my kids. And it got to a certain point where I was working full-time in production, and I had these 2 little babies that are highly energized and cosmic like me. And my ex-husband was working his ass off in the business, and the business was going down. Right? We were getting paid less and less every year, and what had one been a really nice, lucrative career was becoming like everybody was going after having to go to Canada and India, and the jobs were just getting doled out, and everything that we had sort of built our homes and families on was just going away. And a lot of husbands were going off to Canada, and the wives would stay home and work production if they could here and watch the babies. And basically we were like, the man would just be at work all the time, and the woman was working and watching the babies. And I had no time to myself at all. We would fight over who was more exhausted, okay? And in that space of complete exhaustion and repression and not being myself at all, I managed to, I managed to build this business, let myself out of that situation that wasn't working for me. We can talk about that part another day, but it was misaligned, and we had the dynamic where I was playing sort of a victim, and my partner was stressed out, and all his fear was coming out as control, and I was letting that happen. And I was watching myself evolve into a future that I did not want to be a part of. And I decided that what is will not be. And that was not easy by any means. It was really difficult for me to uplift and shift myself out of that. And what kept me going and moving was understanding deep in my soul that what is not what will be. I kept saying, no, I'm not going down like that. I'm not going down like that. So you need, if you're watching me and you believe in this ability to shift anything and magnetize to you anything, and you haven't quite yet achieved the results that you need or desire, suck it up, man. This is about this is about belief and faith, and not letting yourself, I guess that's the way it is, or like falling and slipping back into places and spaces of time and being that totally aren't aligned to you. You're allowed to dream bigger. You're allowed to have big beliefs. You're allowed to tune into that, tap into that vision that's been gifted you, that's just filled in each and every cell throughout your body, and not believe the party line that says you can't have it, you're never going to have it, it's only for certain special people, and, all what you see around you is all there is. Fuck that. What is not what will be. You decide what will be. Right? Yay, Danielle. I'd love to hear about your story. Yeah, and I just think about how tired I was and how confused I was and how much of a pipe dream what I'm doing now was to me then. And yet I believed in it. I wrote it in my journal. I opened up about it to my mentor or coach or whatever little class I was taking at the time. It freaked me out to pay $100 to take an online class that actually opened up my whole life. And I continued investing in myself to make sure that in those moments when it got dark, when I got confused, when I didn't know what to do, I had support. And I had someone like me saying, nope, what is not what will be. Oh, cutie. And there's so much possibility, and we don't just settle into the probabilities. We wake up to our infinite possibilities, and we rise up into it. We bring it. Who's here to bring it with me? I am. I don't want any more I wish, and if I wish I was like that. That doesn't belong in my space anymore, okay? I've busted my guts to come here and to come into full radiance. And you can look at pictures of me even a year ago when I had come a long way, and I still look a little dead and tired in my face. And now you look at me and I'm just glowing and luminous from within, and it's because I am in faith. And the more faith I come into, the more that I'm gifted a connection to the divine, and all these things that feel impossible or beyond reach become a part of my experience. But I have to do the work inside of myself to release the stories that I can't, or it's too hard, or it's not for me, or it's really far away. I'm not up for that anymore. I am not up for it anymore. You feel me? Woo! Hey, Gina. Yes, Danielle. Gwen's in. Allie senses a change. Donna's in. So Allie says, what does it feel like when you really first started to see material and physical results? I feel like I'm preparing to receive, but I don't know what it feels like. You've been wishing for so long. Oh, you have to go. All right, Shelly, watch the replay. Okay, well, Allie, let's see. Let's talk about, do you guys want to hear about my first manifestations? So, the first thing that I did, Allie, was to learn about the idea of believing and receiving. Believing and receiving. And I actually made up a song. Yay, there's my Donna. Hi, honey. I made up a song, and I would sing it. I also had a little prayer that I would say all the time that would clear my energy, because I was in a state, you know, obviously my ex and I were in a state of like, you know, now we're polite, everything has been resolved as best as it can, and everything is, you know, we're in a different place. What was is not what is now, because I decided, and everything had to shift to I wasn't willing to settle into that life, right? And so I had to constantly clear my energy, because we were so codependently intertwined in a way that, you know, his needs weren't getting met, my needs weren't getting met, and there was all this anger, and then the kids, and so I was constantly clearing my energy. So the biggest thing that happens when you guys come into a fresh space is clarity of your channel. What's your channel? It's your body and being. Hi, Diana. It's every cell in your body. It's how you feel. Do you feel tight somewhere? Are you holding on to other people's opinions and judgments? Are you holding on to your own stories and judgments in your own mind? So clarity of your body, being, your auric field, your energy field, everything is about letting that clarity come. And I'm telling you, your own mind and thoughts and words and choice, moment to moment, is your most powerful tool. And for many of us, it's hard to shift into this because, first of all, it doesn't seem possible or believable, because that's not what we were taught. And I'm 48, so I've been living a certain way all the way up until a few years ago. You can bet your ass that it's been hard for me to shift some of my beliefs, because they're just like, but that's not what I know. And I had to really do what I call brainwash or self-hypnosis. And that's coming into my next containers is the brainwash point. And that's why my clients have such an amazing shift, because they listen to my voice and my toning and the light language, and I tell them these stories in their messenger, and everything about your body and being and your mind and your words becomes a different situation. But it is like a choice, moment to moment, day to day. You know, it's not like you go and you invest in this thing and then you're fixed. Yay, I'm fixed. No, but you will change your set point of what you believe and how you feel, and you will shift your perspective. So, yeah, Craig, hypnotherapy. Well, you can just do hypnotherapy by getting very quiet and recording what it is you need to know for yourself and listening to it over and over again on repeat. But if you don't really believe it and feel it, then yeah, you're going to keep questioning. And so if you haven't received yet, and this is, Allie, the biggest thing on the believing and the receiving, was that I made a choice to be extremely focused and aware and grateful of every little thing. My teachers were really good, the first ones. So they helped clear my energy, clear attachments, past life attachments, things like, it was very spiritual. And then also, when I was believing and receiving, I had gratitude journals every day. And I would be grateful for, like, I saw a butterfly. I saw a beautiful sunset. My child hugged me. I feel more peace in the home. And one of the biggest things that I asked for when it came to my divorce was a peaceful and loving resolution. I just kept asking over and over again. I didn't know how it would end. I knew it needed to change, and I just kept saying a peaceful and loving resolution, a peaceful, loving resolution. And what started happening is people started gifting me into their classes. And I started manifesting, not money, but things and, you know, situations that I recognized were taking me closer in the direction of what was pulling me. But I also chose to follow my intuition and do things that at the time were scary. It was scary for me to start going live when nobody was on Facebook Live. And I remember feeling really stupid, like, what am I doing on my living room talking into my phone, you know? Like, my friends from film are gonna make fun of me and think I'm stupid. And, you know, some of them don't talk to me anymore, and somebody just messaged me the other day, and they're like, I'm really impressed with what you've done with your life, and I'm super impressed. And a few people have actually hired me for sessions, right? Because I'm really good at what I do. And I would never have known that if I hadn't just started small and believed and not let what was around me decide what will be. What it is not what will be. Do you get a sense right now of how powerful your mind and words and creation is? I want to hear it. Let me read some of these comments. Hey Donna, hi Diana, Craig's gonna shift this, pushing and cycling better energy. Yep, it's a choice. Thank you, puppy is adorable. And Diana says celebrations are huge regardless of how small it may feel. Yeah, because basically what you're needing to do, what you're wanting to do, is tell your cells and your body and your being that everything is working out, and we are coming into a different place. Now, the old school is going to have you, like, people are going to get mad and say, like, you're bypassing, or, you know, what are you whitewashing, or who you were leaving behind. Listen, every bit of information that we get daily is brainwash. So you get to choose what you're brainwashing yourself with and let that affect your experience. And let me tell you, if you take responsibility for yourself and work out and drink water and meditate and get quiet with yourself and ask yourself what you truly need and learn to tell people, no, I'm not okay with that. Yes, I need that. And quit operating under this false pretense that you have to please other people and be perfect and do it like it's always been done. Everybody will change. And it's our responsibility to honor, like, that we were born to bring through what's really natural to us. Because nobody has our face, our body, our being, our history, our DNA. And each and every one of us is like an organic cellular mesh in the continuum of the fabric of the universe. Do you think that your little frequency is just supposed to sit there and just sort of go along with everybody else? No, you came to do and be, like, move and shift the energy and change things according to your genetic structure. And the more we open up the DNA, the more that we tap into so much more capacity that we have that's been on lockdown. We have the capacity, you know, we start at, like, you know, survival, fear, guilt, anxiety, suppression, all these lower vibrational states of being. And then as you get up out of the state of scarcity and survival and suppression and being under something, you start to feel joy, you start to breathe, you start to expand, you start to generate, you start to be inspired, and from your inspiration, you're creating. You're a powerful creator. You can either stay squashed down and fearful and toeing the party line and just doing nothing with your life force, or you can rise up into your infinite possibilities and bring it, and you will be surprised at how much your ability to bring fully you will reflect back to you so much more of everybody in your life. You feel me on this? Yay, Danielle, I'm so glad. Validation. Fuck yeah. I know, I was working out and I was getting all hot and sweaty, and I was like, I need to go live right now in this energy. And I'm going to go live in my free group after this and do new moon readings and setting intentions. So if you haven't joined my free group, I want you to ask me about it and join, and we're going to go in there and have some fun. So Craig says, there are definitely vibrations, energy there. I feel for most of us that waiting for us to change things are wasted if we don't grab the opportunity. Otherwise, we stay stagnant looking on the outside of everyone else that is changing. Wait, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. They're definitely... for most of us that waiting for us to change things are wasted if we don't grow. Yeah, there's no waiting around for other people. We have to take radical responsibility for ourselves and be sovereign. And there's a beauty and a power that comes from that sovereignty. You know, the reason we feel anxious or depressed or start numbing out or doing stupid sabotage shit is because we do feel disempowered, and we know it ain't right. So it's when you take inspired action, when you stand up and say the thing that makes you feel like barfing, but then you realize it wasn't that bad, and the other person says, oh, I wish you'd have told me that 5 years ago, or, it's like my story I told on yesterday's live stream. When I was working in film, my ex-husband asked me to ask for more money, and I was terrified. It made me feel sick to ask for that money because I thought I was going to get shot down, and I didn't want to get shot down. And he's like, no, you will ask for that money. They need to pay you. And I asked for it, and they were like, okay. I was like, what? Is that easy? It's that easy to get a better pay? You just ask for it? And 9 times out of 10, the stuff that we're just letting roll around in our mind and the inability to sit down quietly and face ourselves and take some time to look at it and shift the mind thoughts out of our mind and out into a creation is a choice. Hey, no, there's no biting here. We don't do that. We do not do biting. Go get your toy. Oh my God, he's getting crazy. Go on. It's a puppy. Ouch. It's a choice, okay? So let's see. Allie says, I finally started integrating being a huge nerd into my coaching and don't feel so compartmentalized anymore. Yeah, you're too creative to try to do it. That's the other thing. Those of you who follow me have to understand that I've been rebellious and I've been unusual and unique in my approach. And I do integrate art and sound, and it felt real weird for me at first to do the toning on these live streams and to do light language. It's not like that was easy for me to do. I felt like a total weirdo. But you know what? The people that love it, they heal from it. I can go in my client's messenger and go, enema waya, amawaye enema. And they're like, oh, and it works. It's letting me stream through a frequency that has nothing to do with Val. It's pure cosmic energy. I'm a channel. For me to sit here on the live stream every day and say I'm a channel, there's still a part of me that goes, who are you to fucking say that? That's weird, But we're getting past all that. We're just owning, there's science backing what I talk about every day. It's called epigenetics. And look, he's behind the pillow. We've done all these studies to see how we mirror each other in our cellular creation and how our mind works, and that connecting both sides of the brain through sound frequencies is the best way to shift. And there's just no room anymore for us to sit in stagnation and fear and servitude to something that was. What is not what will be. Your fully 100% contribution and radical responsibility and claiming who you are and standing up and feeling weird and doing it anyway and waiting it out and staying the course while you don't get exactly what you need right away is going to change not only your life, but the lives of everybody in your life and all around. Just like with my ex, he was working all the time and he was never with the kids. And if I'd have just stayed in that situation, we might still be having that situation. But now we have 50-50 custody, and he's really stepped up. He takes great care of them when he's with them, and he does all kinds of stuff with them. It was scary as fuck for him at first. But because I needed to do what I needed to do, and the universe was guiding me, I did, and now we have this co-dynamic, this co-parenting dynamic that you need to stop that, little puppy. We have this co-parenting dynamic that's fair, and it wouldn't have come if I hadn't have taken radical responsibility, that I was being a victim, that I was letting myself down, that I wasn't standing up in my strength and courage to be who I really know I am. I had the whole story like, well, he won't let me. Okay, one moment. KB, I'm not amused. I'm not. Okay, so I'm going to have to put you in the cage if you're not going to sit down. You don't bite mommy. No, you don't bite mommy. Ames is intrigued with light language. I love light language because it's like just your natural stream coming through that feels good to you, and it lets you relax into the frequencies coming through. Is anybody on the watch party? I don't think so. Okay. Donna says, I'm here but not. What do you mean you're here but not? All right, so what do you guys think of all this? There's 8 of you left. There were more people on, and now we have 8 people, so I love this. So I want to tell you about my offer and what I'm offering and I want you to listen, and then I'm going to do a new moon reading for the collective, and then we're going to go into Valtopia, and I'm going to do a few readings in there for the Valtopia collective and for the new moon. I want you guys to set your intentions. We're going to put some energy and frequency. I'll do some toning or something to it. So listen, I dropped this offer. There's only 2 spots left. We start on Friday, 5K in 30 days. Now, for some of us, that's going to feel like, what? And for some of you guys, you're already making way more than that. Well, what if you came in with me and got an extra 5K in 30 days? Because I will definitely, if you're already making 15K or 20K, then definitely jump in this container. Be a no-brainer. I'm going to support you. Each and every one of you that come to me has witchy, throat, chakra, ancestral, terrifying past crimes to women stuff going on that we clear usually in 1 or 2 sessions. The work that I do allows you to become aware in your body where you're tight and to release trauma from your body. I am gifted at releasing energy, the energy and memory and resonance and attachment to any sort of trauma and disruption in your body, which means that you get to clear that out and make space for this higher being that you are already. When we are plugged into a story of suffering and our DNA is capped at a certain limit, we will continue to play the same story out over and over and over again. And for those of you on my mail list, I have a special offer going this week where you can book a 1 session for $333 and have 5 days with me. I just had Janet, she went on live and told you about it. If you want to watch her live stream, you can see it. But these clearings will detach and clear you from that resonance, and you'll feel lighter, people's third eye open, and your clairsentience and all your things open up, and you just see things from a different place when you're clear. And you can't really understand it until you've done it. So I don't care how much work you've done. You will benefit from my clearing experience. And so this container is 5K in 30 days. We're going to go day by day. If you didn't catch yesterday's live stream where I brought in 30 reasons why you think you're not going to achieve that in this container, why you will. And today I talked on my post about overthinkers and overthinking, because many of us cosmic people and highly aware people are overly aware of everything else, and we need to bring all that awareness back into ourselves so that the energy can come into a nice, cohesive, magnetic, quantum field of creation, rather than being all dispersed and scattered out everywhere, plugged into all this other stuff that isn't what we actually want to do. You feel me on this? So, 5K in 30 days. We start on Friday. There's only 2 spots left. You DM me to sign up, and really, sign up. You're also going to get the Abundant Awakened Empath Biz bundle so that you can clear all this energy in the throat and chest that has guilt and shame, and releasing shame to receiving guidance, releasing fears around visibility and going live on video. We have Epic Video Rockstar in there. We have the Abundance Awakening. It's a whole beautiful bundle. So you get to enjoy that as long as it's yours. It's on a membership site as long as you need. And you're going to be with me every day. Can you imagine this energy in your inbox every day, baby? Anywhere you get stuck, we're going to clear it. We're going to clear the attachments. And whoever's got this throat chakra, we're going to clear that. All right, so let's see what you guys are talking about. You need to stop that. No, we don't fight, Mommy. We don't do that. That's enough. Donna means that she's listening but not watching. Oh, I got you. Okay, that's enough. I'm not happy with this biting stuff. Okay, you guys, I need to go put Puppy in the cage, and that means he's probably going to start crying. You don't fight Mommy when Mommy's on the live stream, okay? No, we don't. We don't do that. I'm not down. I am not. All right? I know everybody wanted to see me attack me, but I'm not into it. It hurts. Little stinker trying to cause problems. Little troublemaker. All right. Hi, Tracy. Hey, Samantha. What up, baboos? Okay. So, if you didn't catch the beginning, you got to go back and watch the playback. Let me know that you watched the playback. And now, after this sermon and this amazing infusion of fuck yeah energy And my offer that I have this week that you don't want to miss, it's only $2,999. It's 2 spaces left. Join by Friday. Let's do a new moon reading. Are you with me? All right. Who is ready? Man, he was going crazy over there. Whew. So what I'm feeling in this new moonergy is like, you know, we just finished the Mercury retrograde, but then there's like the other side of the Mercury retrograde. So there's still going to be some shenanigans going on. And the shenanigans are about letting you see where you need to shape and shift, where your standards aren't up to alignment with your soul calling. Yay, Angela, Gita, Donna, Ali, everybody, Donna. And somebody who's identifying with this bubble right here in your throat chakra. Yay, Craig. All right. And then I want you guys to go into Valtopia. Let me put the link in the group here so that you can join me in there. That was a good fiery sermon, wasn't it? Yes! I just am like pissed off that people want to settle down and even when I do it myself, it's like, no, fuck that. That's bullshit. Like, we're not doing that. We're not settling into the energy that's here to illuminate to us where we can shift up. That's what it's here for. It's not about telling us that things aren't working. It's here to say what isn't working, so now let's shift it. Right? All right, let me put in the comments here, www.facebook.com/groups. And for that offer, you just need to DM me, okay? You need to private message me. Don't hold off and think that you're the one that can't do it. If you're really called to this and you're being illuminated by it and you're watching the playback or you're here live, like, reach out. This is for you, okay? All right, here we go. So I am feeling in the collective this energy here. Oh, this grip. That's like the scarcity, guilt, shame story. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what comes through. Let's see what the energy looks like. There's Puppy gonna start crying now. Ugh. I need to take him to a little park and let him run around. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this energy's here to, yeah, there was a big shift, Donna. Donna says she feels a little free. Yeah, there's a big shift that happened yesterday, you know, as we move. And, you know, the cosmic weather changes, and it's all there designed to keep us moving and coming into our higher calling and doing what we need to do. You need to stop, Puppy. Healing, okay? Oh, now he's trying to break out. Yeah, normally the puppy would not be with me if the kids aren't with me, but my ex is taking the kids on all these trips, which is awesome. And I've been with the puppy for days, and I haven't gone to the gym, and I haven't been alone, and I love the puppy, but I'm also starting to get a little bit like, I have a baby all of a sudden. You've got to follow your intuition. And if you didn't catch my live stream from the other day about desire, we all know inside of ourselves, initially, our very first response is our desire. And then we go, oh, but I can't have that because blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, I'm not up here. It's because you do know what you want, but you're down here going, I can't have that. That's too much. Good luck with that. And then you're like, why don't I have it? Why don't I have it? Because you're not listening to your initial desire, right? Allie says, the final straw broke my back the other night with my rampant thoughts. I'm finally taking command of my brain and not letting it run off into madness every 3 minutes. Yeah, we have to take control. We have to take control as in choose. We choose fitness. We choose to meditate. We choose to breathe. When the thought comes up, we say, that's a bad habit. I'm shifting that bad habit into a good habit. I'm allowing myself to believe beyond what's right in front of me right here, right now. And I know this story so deeply because of what I just told you. I was in a completely different life. If I'd have let myself just think that that's all I could have, I'd still be there. and I'd be about 20 pounds heavier. I'd have terrible IBS. I'd probably getting into some sickness. My kids were totally starting to disrespect me as badly as, everything was just bad. It was not balanced. If your family life or your relationship or your work life is out of balance and you're complaining about it to everybody but not taking responsibility for it and shifting it, we got to take radical responsibility. Oh, look at this, guys. We got the abundance card. I always pull the abundance card because abundance is in everything, and it's always our choice and birthright, and we're allowed to believe as much as we can. And what is isn't what will be. And so no matter what your circumstances are, you're always feeling abundant. And until you feel that limitless possibility within yourself, despite the circumstances, you won't receive it. You want to feel it right here, right now. Yeah, you can't tell me what I can and can't have. Yeah, you're still in that life right now. Well, I was too, and I was watching, one of my first mentors was Katrina Ruth, and I was just watching her, and like she just inspired me so much because she was really fiery, and at the time she had red hair, and she was yelling at the screen we didn't have live streams back then, but I just felt the power of her churn. She was churning us awake. Wake the fuck up, everybody. And now I'm the one doing the churn, because once you've overcome certain levels of the limitation that you become accustomed to, it is no longer acceptable. And you will no longer stay in that energy. And that's where this fire comes from, because it's look, I know I was there too. I was there with the fear and the doubt and the guilt and the shame and all these other layers that are just piled over us, confusing us. We're not confused. We are clear. We get to be clear. We get to choose. We get to decide. And yes, it's a daily process. You're not just laying on a beach with a laptop chilling. No, you're doing the work every day to tune into the collective through yourself and bring it. Bring it again, bring it again, bring it more fresh, bring it more luminous, bring it more juicy, bring it more good. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Woo! All right, so here's our resistance cards. We have the grief card. When we shift our life and change, we are dying. Part of us is dying, and you will literally feel like you're dying. I remember feeling really scared. Shauna's already clearing. Yeah, Shauna, you got to go back and watch the beginning because I was on fire. I was on fucking fire. So, whether it's an actual grieving of somebody real in your life, or it's a grief for the person that you were, or the idea of, one of the things that keeps us stuck is this idea that because, as we're shifting, that we're losing the nice things in life, like people being nice or helping each other. And that's not what's happening. Choosing yourself and honoring your balance and your boundaries and your dreams and your desires and bringing yourself up to the table is not letting other people down. And in fact, when you let other people dominate you and you don't show up at the table, you're letting them down more than anything, right? If you let people roll around in their dysfunction because you can't be bothered to say, hey, that's dysfunctional and I'm not going to be a part of that, you're a part of it, okay? I am on fire today. Yes, thank you, Angela. All right, so the other card we have here is squelched imagination. Does anybody want to riff in the comments why we get squelched imagination? Why do we feel squelched imagination? I want somebody to answer and then I'll talk about it. I'll riff on it. It's nobody in the watch party. Okay. Now, look, we got this card earlier today. Is anybody going to answer in the comments? Where my peeps at? I always forget about the delay too. Allie says, because we aren't being ourselves or focusing on the actual shit we want. Yes, holding ourselves back. Exactly. Hi, Julia. Oh, I'm so glad. I felt more than one of you calling me to come on with fire today. So I jumped on the trampoline and I was lifting weights and I was all sweaty and I was like, I'm just going on like this today. Come on. So I know for me, when I started asking for what I wanted, I was really blessed in that when I very first wrote down my biggest dream and vision, I had a really powerful mystic and guide. And that's what, if you pick someone to help guide you, they can lift your energy higher than you've ever felt. And in that space, you can journal and bring through your vision. You can connect with your spirit guides. You can connect with your highest self and feel that energy coursing through you while you're working with them. And yeah, rejection keeps so many people from claiming a fear of abandonment, fear of isolation, fear of getting it wrong, wanting it to be perfect, judging what's coming through. Well, I let myself write out my whole Valtopia vision. And it basically, the vision that I had when I was sitting in my living room in the middle of the night, I had to go out and sneak out and do it in the night so he wouldn't know what I was doing because I was afraid to tell him, and write out this vision. And the vision I had was that it was a worldwide network and movement of awake and loving, compassionate, heart-centered people who believed in creativity, and we were spreading a wave of love and light throughout the universe. And I had the balls to say that on one of these videos at one of these workshops I went to. I got on the video and they asked me what my passion was, and I said, to spread a wave of love and compassion throughout the universe. And that's what Valtopia is. It's about us tuning into ourselves and bringing our heart up and out and letting that guide us. And I had this vision of merchandise in the shop with all my artwork on it. And I had a vision of like worldwide speaking events. And I have this vision of being in a stadium. And I'm at the stadium at the Hollywood Bowl. And y'all are out there and I'm playing the bongos and toning. And I've got a whole crew of people behind me. And we are lighting the fuck up. That's what I want to do. And I was like a housewife, like really unhappy housewife, and just letting myself believe this vision. And I'm every day, I bring it through piece by piece. I didn't have a company name. That night I came up with the name Valtopia, that night. Then I got the website. Then I had to hire somebody to make the website. Then I had to do the cards. And then I had to do, hire people and spend a whole bunch of money because I wasn't ready to hire people yet. And I've gone through it all. Like if you're starting your business or you're, I can guide you in the business aspect of it. I like to focus on the energy and the frequencies and the mindset part of it. And now I'm starting to move into guiding you to asking for and receiving money, because I am. It's not always easy, but it's working, right? And the reason it doesn't ever work is because of my own limitations, my own fears, my own beliefs needing to shift. And I've been through every little tweak there is. Like sometimes it's, because I didn't really actually want clients because I had too much going on in my life. Sometimes it was because I didn't like the way the container was and I didn't realize it. There's all these little nuances to sharing yourself and actually going all the way through from inspiration to booking a container full of people where you're bringing through divine resonance and creation, and they're transforming with you. And that can happen in so many different ways. Thank you, Ames. Mystic Shaman Medicine Mama. Yes, Shana's got her one. Cosmic Medicine Woman. It's amazing what happens in this space. All right, so with that in mind, we're going to pull some of these Arcturian Light Activation cards. I had an amazing energy healer who made these cards and who taught me one of the modalities that I use in some of my favorite clearings, Becky Kimes, and she really taught me I didn't even know I was psychic. I didn't know how empathic I was. I didn't even know I could feel everybody. I had no clue, because nobody in my family does any of this stuff. I just didn't know. I knew that I was perceptive, and I knew that, I know I'm super creative. I'm an artist, and I've been traveling and ambitious and wanted to do things my whole life, but I didn't know what I am. And now it's crazy. Like, I can talk to you guys, and without even closing my eyes, I can help you. Like, who wants to feel grounding energy? Suddenly your feet are tingly, and people feel me tune in, and we shift the energy in an instant. That part's easy for me. For some people, that's like a big deal, and they have to get all in the right headspace and meditate, and I'm like, I'll be in Starbucks with my kids, people all around me, and my client's like, I need a shift, and I'm like, got you, boom, done. The hard part is you guys, and same for me, when I have my people that I hire, not slipping back into the old thoughts, beliefs, patterns, and ways. What it is not what it will be. Oh, this is good tonight. All right, so we're here to thrive. We are here to thrive and tune into our limitless possibilities. Hi, Sandy. Not the probabilities that have been and that you see around you. You are a sovereign being, meaning you are radically responsible for yourself. You are taking charge of your awareness and knowing who you are and what's coming through for you. Whatever doesn't feel good, like whatever you don't know how to do, you can just say, okay, I don't know how to do that. That feels uncomfortable. I feel foggy, but I'm going to decide to be clear, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get clear and move through what's difficult in order to allow myself to feel good in my own skin, to be healthy, fit, and glowing, and to be like a fully functioning, thriving, sovereign being that brings through the cosmic frequency as connected, all of us connected to each other. You feel me? Hi, Priscilla. Who's got the throat chakra? I feel it. All right, we're going to do one more here. And if some of you were just joining and you're like, oh, this is awesome, what's going on? Please go back and watch the beginning, because I brought it through today. Yeah, he was tired. He's all napping now. He kind of is like a baby. Like, he'll start biting and stuff when he needs to go lay down. All right. Our dreams are not just things that are out there that you can't have, like they taught us back in the day. Your dreams are actually, your desires are actually like your guideposts for what you're supposed to do. And they lift you up into and beyond your circumstances and inspire you to what's meant to happen for you. We're in a state of transition and transformation right now. We're totally shifting as a collective. If you're highly empathic, like today, I felt really tired because I know that there's a lot of transmuting going on today. Whether it's just my clients, or I participated in a thread on a starseed group and gave, I like let frequencies run through me. And so sometimes, that can still be running a day later. I'm going to go take a hot bath after we connect. You can feel the energy when you're highly empathic. So be mindful of what's processing. Our vision is meant to guide us. And it's our reason. It's our guidepost, and the vision, we must match our energy, our desires, our being, our health, our wealth to our vision. Not to what is, but what will be. And what will be is our vision and our dreams. Yeah, Ames, I felt really great yesterday, and then Monday and today is the same. It's kind of like that, like, oh, I'm baking a cake. Like, everything's shifting right here. It's time to activate into your highest feeling and being and let it come through. Keep it simple. Ask yourself all the time, why is it so easy? Why is it so easy? Why is it so easy to just transmute and evolve into my highest being? Just why? Right? All right, so here's my fuck yeah deck. These guys just wanted to come out right away. Commit! The more committed you are, the more you feel that certainty and connection to your desire and your dream. And other people can feel it too, and that works. Self-doubt. I'm sure a lot of us are feeling some self-doubt in this energy. And that's just there to remind you where you might need to beef up or shift things a little bit. Always come at it with love. Always. Excuse me, there's that energy clearing. Coming at it with love. I am all about love in my containers, in my expression, authentic, compassionate love, meaning it's creation. It's creation. Love is expansive and allows and breathes and believes and is open and evolves. All right, let's see. Gan says, I lost my wings. And you guys are saying you never lose your wings. Sometimes you forget they're there. Yeah, don't doubt yourself. Wings could be changing and evolving. Yeah, Gan, we go through cycles. And sometimes you feel like you're in the darkness. And the darkness is there simply to let you reboot. Let yourself reboot and know that it's just a moment and you're coming back around. What is not what will be. Now, if you want to sit there and roll around in it and say, I don't have any wings and I can't do it, and that's what that's a choice. And I know that when you're in the middle of it, it's really difficult. And you get to ask for support from yourself. You get to believe. You get to choose beyond now. If you don't, then that's a choice. And, you know, it doesn't mean that you get an instant result. The instant result is the faith that you feel inside of yourself to keep coming back around. The instant result is the decision not to label what's happening as why things aren't working, but to instead know that it's all part of a process and time is irrelevant and we're always moving into a better place and here it comes and here I go, you know? So you don't want to doubt. Yeah, you got to release guilt too. Releasing guilt and shame is one of the most powerful ways to open up to love and compassion and expansion. And the work that I offer you is releasing it in your body. And that, like, a lot of people when they first come really think they've done a lot of healing and work, and they haven't released the stuff that gets cleared in one session. And when they clear that energy, it's like, oh, wow, it's like you get all the blinders off and your energy is different. It's just a different experience. You have to choose to fight and control this. Yeah, you don't have to control or fight anything, but you get to choose what you think about. So if you're in a negative space, you want to get back into a good space before you make decisions. If you feel like you don't have your wings, get into a place where you remember what it feels like to have your wings, or what it's going to feel like when you feel like you have your wings again, and come into that energy. You're going to consciously choose to direct your thoughts and your feelings. And if you really can't today, go to bed and start fresh tomorrow. Take a hot bath and start tomorrow. Or move, do some exercise, walk, take a look around. Be grateful for your breath. Be grateful that you have a body. Be grateful that you get to watch this show. Be grateful that you're not, be grateful for what is, even the littlest thing, and begin to open your heart and let your heart, one of the things that I do, if I'm coming into a state of panic or negative thinking for whatever reason, then I start to open my heart, like consciously open the energy of my heart and feel gratitude coming in. And it just shifts. We are our energy and vibration creating what's coming for us. So we just have to really fucking stronghold it in choice. Craig says to Ames, your energy is beautiful and powerful. Just be watchful. What does that mean, Craig? What do you mean, just be watchful? I'm all getting all protective. What are you talking about? What does that mean? Gon says, thanks, Craig and Allie. I love you guys. You're all so loving and connected, and it's beautiful. Take a second to allow change and grow positively. Yeah, your little animals know too. I love it. You guys are all connecting. Yay, good. Yeah, stronghold as in, you got to choose faith over fear. Because the fear is the mind, and the mind is trying to protect you and keep you where you've been and keep you safe and cozy in what it knows and what's familiar. And so the more that you can disrupt that pattern, rewire your brain, and get into a different state of being, you will experience something different. And until you feel that different feeling, you're just going to have to let yourself come into it. Just like I did back in 2015, I had to just say, the song that I would sing was, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. Because I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive. And I would just sing that over and over again. I believe, I receive, I believe, I receive. And then I would clear my auric field and all my light bodies. And I would ask for, I used to say, Archangel Michael, cut all cords and attachments. Archangel Raphael, heal my heart. I don't say that stuff anymore. I just do it. I just do it. I just do the clearing, tune into my heart, ground and center, and shift the dynamic of my energy and vibration. And I'm not available. I'm not available for that old person that's all constricted and fearful and doesn't know. And I do know. I have decided. I am connected. I am believing. I'm not alone. And that's the thing about all this fear. If you're just tuned into your mind, of course it's scary because all you got is your mind. When you tune into your heart and get in your body and feel the connection of the universe that really, hello, we're just like a tree or a plant or a flower. We're in the air, soaking up sunshine, feeling the cosmos. And we're not alone. It's so egotistical to think that we're alone and we can't do it, right? So, do you feel me on that? Was that a good way? Okay, Priscilla. Allie says, you are not your thoughts and your thoughts do not control you. Reclaim your power by choosing good feeling thoughts. Yeah. And this isn't about like, oh, love and light and wash over it. No, there's definitely emotions that need to be expressed. There's shadow to integrate, as in the dark parts of yourself need to be looked at and loved on and brought into integration and released. And day to day, you get to choose. You get to choose. We are free. We are so free to do so much now. And even if you're like not in the place that you want to be with your anything in your situation, what is not what will be. God says, I think it's all coming around in a circle because for months and months people have been telling me to get out of my head and I had no idea what that meant. Yeah, if you're in your head, it means that you're living by fear. You're living by probabilities. You're living by what is. Well, that's the way it was, and we can't do that, and it's never done, and da-da-da. And of course you feel like shit when that's going on, because you're like living by this little pea brain that's scared as fuck. You gotta clear that and tune into your heart. What does my heart say? What makes me go, because when you go, everybody else around you goes, and we connect. Gonna be alive. Grateful to be alive. Allie says, absolutely. I recently learned the darkest parts of my shadow self, and in doing so, it helped me tremendously. It can feel really scary, and that's why I don't usually do less than 90-day programs for one-on-one, because the work is very deep. And when it gets uprooted, you can freak yourself out. But if you're in my care, I'm going to be right there with you and go, no, like, look, and I help you with light language and toning and connection, and we heal it in the moment, on the spot. So that you're, like when something dark comes up or a bad thing comes up, I'm always like, ooh, this is good. We're doing it. We're doing the work, right? I love how you guys are all connecting. Craig says, like she said, don't overthink putting all thoughts out there. Pull them back and focus your energy. Pull them back. Yeah. And that is the truth, that the way that we allow ourselves to magnetize and shift out of a certain energy state is to bring everything in close. If you're all scattered all over the place, it's really hard to shift. So that's what clearing yourself is about. That's what releasing attachments is about. That's what shifting your thoughts and vibration is about. It's about kind of getting yourself into this nice, cohesive, hi Danielle, I see your message. I'll get back to you afterwards. Is not pleasing everybody else around you, not trying to be perfect according to some standard that has nothing to do with your soul, not worrying about judgments from centuries ago that have nothing to do with what we're doing on the planet right now. We're fucking lucky to be alive. We chose to be alive. We chose to be born in this crazy ass time. And any of you that are gifted and watching me have an amazing life force to bring through. It's just gonna take a little bit of adjustment. The beginning part might be scary as fuck and like kind of like chaotic, and then your life gets into alignment, and then it's like amazing. It's amazing. Isn't my life totally perfect now? No, I'd be bored as fuck if it was. My soul likes contrast and interesting things, right? And I'm free now. I'm dating, and I'm just like meeting people, and I'm free to be with my children in a way that's aligned to me, and my ex-husband gets to do it his way, and they have the best of both worlds, and I connect with beautiful people every day and help you guys feel self-confidence and clear trauma of centuries of generations of trauma and pain from your energy and field, and then you go and have these amazing connections with your own family and intimacy with yourself, and you make more money and you live a better life, and then you go teach other people to do it. It's amazing. Hi, Tanya. Okay, I love this. Shauna's clearing out the shit so we can bring the bang to earth. Yeah, and it is scary at first. It doesn't have to be. Everybody's sorry, phone call. Everybody's journey is different, and you can't compare your journey to anyone else. You really need to honor who you are and what you came to do and be, and let it be what it is. If each of us tune into our own guidance truly and bring through our passion, you can't compare your journey to somebody else. You just can't. because we don't know what karmic lesson we've each chosen before we came here to come and do. You know, I always joke around, like we're up at this boardroom up there in like the cosmos, and I'm like, we're all like, yeah, I'm gonna go down and I'm doing that one. We're gonna, like, I'm in, we're doing that one. We're gonna shift the dynamic there. That's how we're gonna shift the cosmos. I won't forget, I promise I won't forget. And then we come here to Earth and we're like, what the heck is going on here? I didn't sign up for this shit. Yeah, you did. That's what I think. And if you don't believe that and you don't subscribe to that, well, I don't know why you're watching me right now. All right. Hermit is about getting into your own energy and safety. You know, it does take a special focus and discipline to be in a space of learning and growth. And it is fragile at first. So you want to be around people that will support you. It's not about being in a cult. It's about, you know, choosing. It's just like when I went to college. I worked really hard and I worked a shit ton of hours and worked a job. And it was like being a little hermit for a while because I knew I was in college and graduate school and I had a degree to do. I double major and I wanted to learn this stuff. So it's like you're in a special place in the beginning and then you slowly integrate it into all of your life, right? And it's time to take flight. It's time to get your wings back. It's time to fly in this amazing energy that I'm bringing through with you guys, that you're bringing up with me, that you're reflecting back to me in delight today. It's time for us to spread our wings and allow our soul energy to come down into all of our body, all the way to the core of the earth. You know, we're like a little plant, just, you know, all breezing in the wind in the cosmos. Hey, Lauren. And it cracks me up that people, like my dad will be like, I love my dad. My dad's like, the moon doesn't affect anything. How the fuck does it not? Like, we're all interconnected. It cracks me up that people don't think the cosmos is affecting you. We're like in it. We're on a ball hurtling through space. And we're like a little microorganism amongst all the microorganisms connected to each other, shifting. And you're not affected by, oh, you're just your own little thing. But then you, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We are all beautiful butterflies, Angela. Yes, metamorphose. I'm getting all these, like, this energy is so magnetic. I'm getting all these, like, inquiries in my Gmail and my LinkedIn. Like, seriously, it's just in the last 10 minutes, like, bing, 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 boom, boom, boom. And you guys, I've been through this sales cycle so many times, and I've launched so many things, and not that many people always sign up because it is weird what I offer, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, what did my coach say to me today? Barney it down. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Barney it down, because the way I speak about it is how I channel it through, and it's like, la la la, higher being, blah, blah, blah. And not everybody knows what I'm talking about. And so I'm learning to break it down into little bits, because to me, it doesn't make sense as little bits. It is one big continuum. And those of you that are watching me and get what I'm saying as a stream, by all means, please book in, because I'd rather work with those of you who fucking get it. And I'm totally open to teaching anybody about this. And I can Barney it down, I promise. Yeah, find your tribe. For who, Lauren? Did anybody ask you to read me? Angela says, or that's what's coming through for you, your new moonergy. Why do I deserve what I want? Why do I deserve what I want? This is a big thing, especially for Valtopians. We tend to have been people pleasers, and we're empathic, so it's easier for us to modulate ourselves to please others. And we don't like to ask for what we want because we're afraid we're going to get rejected, denied, as we have been many times, that we're like not, you know, if we claim it, then we're going to get rejected. And we don't want to be rejected, and we don't want to be judged, and we don't want to be let down. I'm sorry, but if you don't feel worthy of your desire that first came to you, here you are thinking, why don't I get it? Why can't I have it? Well, you're being vague, and you're unwilling to claim your desire. So I want you to write, this is a question, somebody write this in the comments. Why do I deserve what I want? Thank you, Lauren. That's for everybody. Find your tribe. Well, we're always finding our tribe by expressing ourselves, aren't we? Why am I service-minded? That's definitely applicable to today's stream. And this bunch, all of you guys are so passionate about changing the world. You do show up, you do the work, you do stay the course, you're resilient as fuck, you do honor your commitments and come through, and you're big-hearted, and that is not a reason, it's a story that we can be generous and big-hearted and not achieve what we believe, okay? I'm here to stand up for those of us who do be authentic and big-hearted and loving. And Angela says, I always give my all. We give our all, and we're fucking savvy. And we're savvy. And we do the work to bring it into balance. We want to give from our saucer. Don't you love that? Give from your saucer, as in from overflow. And that's why you deserve what you want, because you are good-hearted and you do want to change the world and you do have incredible gifts that you did come to do and be. So quit fucking around. Quit fucking around and feeling like you're less than because of some old story and because of what is. Because what is not what will be. And what you deserve is what you're bringing so you can feed people from your saucer. Right? And why do I have a purpose? If you don't know what your purpose is, all you got to do is do this clearing first and then tune into your heart and really let yourself follow your whimsy. You know, the very first thing that I did was publish a coloring book. And here I was in this terrible situation where I really had to get out of there of my marriage. If you didn't see the beginning of this live stream, I shared more about it. And I had 2 little kids, and I couldn't work the job that I'd been doing for 15 years anymore. And what do? I go to the beach every day and channel a coloring book. Now that's what I needed to do for myself. And I didn't hardly make any money on it, but I got bestseller overnight. 150 people bought the book overnight. I did a lot of work to get that many people, from not knowing anybody online and nobody knowing who I was to having 150 people buy on the day I launched. That was a huge learning experience and process for me. And it trained me for the next year when then I did these weird priestess activation portraits. Nobody was talking about activations. I'm not trained to be a priestess in this life. I am. And I let myself follow my wild ways, and I still do. I still launch interesting and unusual containers and experiences. Now, why am I getting so specific like the one I'm launching for Friday, 5K in 30 days? Because I want us to get over this prosperity fear. I want us to rise up. I want all those beautiful messengers, healers, creators to own your frequency and to show up and to ask for what you deserve. Whatever it is that's in between your desire and where you are now, we can clear that shit. We can work on that. We can change your set point and get higher and higher and closer to your sense of desire. It doesn't have to be the way it is. What it is not what will be unless you let it. Craig says, because I breathe, because I live, because I want to make things better from what is. Yes, I love that. Yes, from your saucer. And Craig says, well, they may not be woke yet. All you can do is help guide, but be watchful of your energy so you aren't drained. Oh, I didn't see the comment. Yeah, yes. And that's one thing that we learn a lot in the containers that I offer is discerning your energy versus others. Most of you guys that watch me are highly empathic and you can feel everybody. You're super gifted energy healers. And that's why you're coming to me. And when the time is right, I will have an energy school academy for you guys. I'm building it, right? And the first step to feeling amazing in your superpower gift of feeling is to learn your energy versus other people's energy and play with that. And I come into more awareness of that all the time. I come into that I get deeper and deeper and more aware of what's mine and what's not. Now I know when people are in my energy field and hanging around, and I can sense you guys across the video, and I can read hundreds of people at a time. And I didn't know how to do any of this shit a few years ago. I don't care where you are. If you're highly awake and you want to learn and you come into my container, it's like a playground, an expansive playground. And we're going to find out, it's like in that movie Shazam, where he wakes up and he's like a full-grown man and a superhero. And they're like, well, do you launch lightning? What do you do? And they're just playing, do you fly? And he tries to fly and he falls on the ground. We get to learn what we have. And no two of us are alike. We're all different. Lauren's a seer. Okay. Yeah, and I love seers because I can see, I definitely can see, but it's not my first gift and natural is to feel. I just feel. And that it's not that, what's funny is I have trouble feeling myself because I spent a lifetime not feeling myself. I can feel everybody else. And now my process has been to feel myself and others and make the balance be divinely aligned, right? And not let there be that over-giving or under-receiving that generally happens with empaths. Seers are so amazing, but you know, we can be different because like you take me on a guided journey and I'm like, doo-doo-doo, nope. I'm not going down those stairs and ain't nothing happening behind that door. It's just like we're different, and that's good because we all have different gifts in the way we work together. Guns are your hands. Your hands know what to do. Yeah, everybody put in the comments what you think your gifts are. And here's the thing. When you do this clearing and awakening your DNA, you will open up all of your senses. All of my clients that Shauna knows, she's been working different clients who've come through. Suddenly you're like experiencing things you've never experienced before. Because when you have that detachment from the old people, places, and things, and you clear your ancestral guilt and fear around being aware of yourself, everything opens up. And then you're so much more powerfully intuitive and collected within yourself. Hi, Amy. Donna says, sounds lovely. Donna says, I want my house to sell, so I flipped my thinking, feeling like I can't move forward in my purpose until we move. Yes, that's so good, Donna. Like, do not stay stuck on any idea that, well, when I get this, then. That is a death grip, that thing. It's really important to say, well, I can have everything right now today. I can have peace of mind. I can feel joyful. I can feel gratitude. And I can know that everything is coming as I desire. And even if it's not what I see around me right now, it is coming. And I'm choosing to believe that and be in and of it a little bit more, a lot more each and every day. And pretty soon you look around and you're like, oh my God, I live in a 30-foot ceiling, kick-ass artist apartment 10 minutes from the beach. I'm free. I look better than ever I've ever looked in my life. My kids are happy. Everything's cool, you know? Let's see. Donna says, I see, hear, and feel. I know I will heal with my hands. I've seen white light. Yeah, you guys will be surprised when you do this work, like how integrated your gifts get and how they come through. You guys are making me so want to have like a group experience for you guys. Allie can feel people's emotions and just know their exact thoughts. Okay, that's like a combination of clairsentience and claircognizance. And I'm totally, my first thing is claircognizance. I just know shit. I just know shit. I don't see it first, and I don't even necessarily feel it first. I just know. What happens with me is like, and you guys have seen me do my readings, I'll feel like I'm feeling all this shit in my chest and throat the whole live stream. I'll feel the tightness for people where they're, a lot of times it's witchy past life stuff, and I'll just feel that. I'll just feel that tension. And then if I get your permission and you've asked me for support and I start tuning into you, then I'll start to know stuff and see stuff, and it goes deeper the more, like if we're in a session, it's totally different than these live streams because it's, you know, we're just committing to bringing in our spirit, you know, and really getting in there. But on the read like that, yeah, I just know shit. Just claircognizant. Allie's, yeah, highly sensitive, intuitive empath and claircognizant. Lauren's first gift is healing via hands. And you've not had a cold or infection in 3.5 years. Bravo! I love that. It's good to not be sick. I haven't been sick since, have you guys noticed? I haven't been getting, if you go back and listen to my awesome recordings from a few months ago, I kept clearing a lot of sinus and mucus and stuff. Craig is an INFJ and a feeler like me. Yay. Guns are in our hands. Your hands know what to do. So powerful. See? Look at you guys. You're amazing. Gan is sensitive to negative stuffs too. So you think yours is more combative in a sense that I make things go away. Ooh, what does that mean? I make things go away. Like you transmute? And I do clearing. I bring up the darkness and I bring up this old shit that you didn't even know was there, and it feels really shitty for a minute, and then we flush it away, and then you're like, whoa, I've never felt this good before. It's like we had to get that out of your system, man. Craig says, mine are too. Grandmother taught me how to fight spirits and demons. Okay, I want to say, you guys, I don't believe that we fight spirits and demons. I'm not on that page. I feel like each of us is a totality of light and dark, and that our darkness will come up and it's there to show us where we need to shape ourselves into integration and balance. I am not talking about a war with angels and demons. That's not where I'm at. Just so you know, like, you're watching me, you're enjoying me. I'm not going to go into that conversation that way, because that's not how I experience it. And with my clients, I've had clients who come to me to clear their spiritual, religious, their religious programming. And they come in with this whole sense of demons and scary and ooh. And we do one session and they're like, I don't even feel that anymore. And when the darkness comes up, instead of being it like this scary thing that's outside of you, it's a part of you coming up for love and release. You know, when we think everything's outside of us and scary and we have to fight, no, that's not very like integrating, empowered, sovereign way of being, is it? It's like a very like still under, submissive, detached, disempowered place. And I'm here to be, we're here to be in a state of sovereignty and compassion and love and creation. So that's my viewpoint. Since this is my platform, I think that's cool. Allie says, trusting claircognizance is definitely a weird process. You have to trust you aren't making things up. I know. And Allie, you know how I came to this understanding is by doing these live streams every day and reading hundreds and hundreds of people. And I would just say what I saw, and it would crack me up. I would like know what somebody was eating or what they're watching on TV. I'd be like, why am I seeing Mickey Mouse? Oh my God, we just went to Disneyland yesterday or something. I mean, it was like, you know, you just find out. Donna says, when I'm around Craig, our gifts get stronger. That's awesome. Yeah. Are you guys are a couple, or? Craig is big on dreams and the astral plane. It's hard to teach, but it's natural to me. That's really cool. I don't remember my dreams. I did when I was younger. I don't right now. But a lot of people have told me I come to them in their dreams. And so I have a whole like alternate reality happening that I'm blessed that my daily life, I don't really have to think about it. But my clients feel me working on them when I'm chilling. And there's this whole like, other realm that goes on, and we're all working in all the realms and all the dimensions in so many ways. Lauren can open up portals to other dimensions with your hands. That's cool. So because you can see, you probably see it. See, I have a lot of stuff that happens, really powerful stuff that happens, and I don't see it. Janet the other day could see me working in her energy field. And I just know what's happening and feel it a certain way. And I love it when my clients can see and actually tell me what's going on in certain ways, or they know who I've had people say, well, that's Kuan Yin on your right shoulder, or there's Jesus over there. And I'm like, cool, I'm glad you identify with the frequencies coming through and know what it is. Allie says, that's why I essentially made friends with your shadow self. Right, integration of who you are. And, Craig Allen, yeah, like this, spiritual things. But yeah, Valis is right. It's not supposed to be this way. The balance is hard for me. There's no supposed to. There's just you tuning into what is aligned for you and what resonates for you. And you get to do that. And the more that you're aligned and in tune with what resonates for you, the more empowered you're going to feel and the more you're going to flow into it, the more radical responsibility you can take. And if balance is hard for you, then you want to think about like your body and how you're treating your body. And are you grounding, and are you having fitness, and are you eating nourishing, clarifying foods, and are you around people that help you stay in a positive vibration? Our body is a channel for all of these frequencies, dark and light, that make up us and who we are. And so we must create a beautiful environment here in this vessel for it to come down and connect into the core of the earth, for us to fully do what we do. Craig says, that's cool. There are different kinds of stuff to fight that some people just aren't open to, but those people aren't open for a reason. Yeah, I know we all see different things and we all have different purposes, and I like to be authentic and transparent about where I'm at with it, so you guys know, what happens. You guys are truly blessed. Aw, so beautiful. Best friends for 16 years. Aw. Twin flames. Yeah, you guys have been together for centuries. How beautiful. Shauna, yeah, I sent Shauna a message in her message. Shauna's one of my clients right now, and I felt, I was doing something, and then I was like, I got the message that I had to go and talk to her in light language. So I went into her messenger, and I did a brief light language, and she was getting a Reiki massage, and she heard it in her head. See? I know, seeing is fun. Well, you guys, this has been so much fun. We've been on for a while. How long have I been on? I want to get back to all these people that are messaging me. And I was going to go live in Valtopia, but I feel like we've had an amazing time, and it's time for me to do some of my own intentions and relax for the evening. And I'm so grateful to be with each of you, and I'm loving coming on every day. The reason I'm able to come on so much right now is because my kids are with their daddy. So if you ever wonder why I don't come on every day, it's because I'm a single mother, and I have a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old, and they need me. So I tend not to come on during the days when I have the kids. The day gets away from me sometimes, but I love to come and be with you and share what I've learned, and I believe fully in everything that I share. And I want you, especially if you've been watching this whole thing and you are an entrepreneur and you are, maybe you're thinking that you have everything in place, but you just need clients. Sign up for my $2,999 5K in 30 days. We start Friday. There's only 2 spots left, and I want you to be a part of this. And if you're not able to do that yet, but you would really like to experience the clearing that I was sharing with you, just private message me. We can get you a 1-hour session for $333 and 5 days of support. And if several of you sign up, it'll be a group chat. That's a great opportunity to clear your ancestral patterns and all that. And just private message me about that, and I'll send you a link, okay? Especially any of you that were on this live stream, I'd be honored to work with you in that capacity. And I don't usually offer the one-offs, and I offered it to my newsletter today, but I'll offer it to you guys on this stream, okay? You guys are so blessed, and I feel so blessed to be connected with you, and own your frequency, supernovas. There's nobody like you. See you next time.